word. How many in the air?
Today marks a historic milestone in International Rugby League, in the coming together of many nations in battle for recognition to be the best in the world. We are meeting at Brisbane Stadium, arguably the greatest rugby league stadium in the world, which will play host to some of the games for next year's Rugby League World Cup.
This is about the fans across Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea and the Asian Pacific region. In planning this tournament, we made a deliberate decision to take the Rugby League World Cup to more rugby league fans than ever before. What you can see from the draw is how far and wide we are taking these matches, from established rugby league communities to new and emerging fan bases. The decision to take matches to Darwin, Perth, Cairns, Townsville, Port Moresby, Christchurch were made with the future of the game in hand. And we're genuinely excited about the opportunity this presents. They're matches that we believe will give profile to the sport and the cities in markets that have already shown a huge appetite for the game. Quarterfinals in Darwin and Christchurch is recognition of the support these communities have shown for our game over recent years. The tournament kicks off in Melbourne with one of the world's greatest rivalries, Australia versus England, being played on Friday, 27th of October. The following evening across the Tasman at the true home of rugby league in New Zealand at Mount Smart, the Kiwis face off with Samoa. Then Cairns, Townsville and Canberra will all host matches in the first round, with the first doubleheader of the tournament to be played at Barlow Park in Cairns. Over the course of the pool stages, we have looked to position matches in strong rugby league communities and in populations where expats, Pacifica and Indigenous fans live, to give those who love the sport and their national teams the chance to see World Cup action.
From a Queensland government perspective and from my own perspective, we are excited. We are so looking forward to hosting the Rugby League World Cup in 27 here in Queensland.
Your first thoughts on the draw?
Well, I'm just happy to be involved. Actually, it's exciting times. There's still, like we say, 465 days to go, but I get excited by being involved in events like this, and obviously kick off the 2017 Rugby League World Cup in Melbourne against England. It's going to be a great challenge for us. Wayne's obviously the coach of that, so he'll want to try to prove a few points around all that. So our preparation will be great, and we'll do well.
Yeah, look, I'm really excited about next year's tournament. I thought 2013 was just a really good 6 weeks we spent overseas. I thought it was just a celebration of our game, and it was just a showcase of all the countries coming together. And we played against the USA in a quarter-final, so that was just fantastic. So, really looking forward to this one.
For us, we don't get the opportunity to play a great deal of Test match rugby league in New Zealand, and I think if you look at Christchurch, who's had everyone would know, it's pretty well documented. They've had a pretty tough few years with the earthquakes and what have you there, and I don't think they've had Test match footy there since 1996. I know that because I think that was what I played in that one. So, but it's a real rugby league heartland, for us, and so it's wonderful to be able to take a couple of games there, and I think it'll mean a great deal to the rugby league people in New Zealand that we get that opportunity to play so much Test match footy there.
I guess our pool is a very physical pool. I think Tonga and Samoa are really improving over the last couple of years. They're doing a great job there, and for us to play at Mount Smart, I guess that's the home of rugby league in Auckland. So you look at Eden Park and you think rugby union or cricket, and I look at Mount Smart and I think rugby league. So it can only be good for Auckland. It's a great opportunity for us to grow the game in New Zealand. Like Steve said, we haven't had too many matches in New Zealand, so it'll be good to get a few there, and get a few games down in the South Island, and get all over New Zealand and really grow the game. So it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting for the people of Papua New Guinea, because rugby league is a national sport. Me personally, growing up there, that's I always wanted to see rugby league players in person. So for the World Cup to take 3 games up there, it's going to do a lot for the country, for the people up there, and I know everyone's pretty excited up there.